Have you ever received a SQL interview question asking you to find consecutive login days, longest customer streak, or periods where the server was down? If yes, then you might have been trying to solve the problem using different ways, but there is a pattern in it. And as you can see here in the notebook, the pattern is gaps, and it is called gaps and islands. So now if I show you the sample data here, so let's see, this is the data for users Alice and Bob, and there is activity date. So from on what date they did some activity. So consecutively, if we want to calculate here, if you see, Alice has done for first, second, and third. So let's say she did consecutive login or some activity for 3 days. Then after that, on 6th and 7th she did, and on 10th she did. So if we consider, if we want to identify the groups, uh, how many groups were there for her activity. So if you see this one group is there with 3 values, then there is another group we can count for this 2 and 1 for 10. Now, so for example, of 1st August 1 2 3 1, then 6 7th is second group, and on 10th is third group. How do we do this? So what you can do, you could compare every date with the previous date. So first with the previous date, then second with previous date. But when we want to calculate the groups, then at that time it becomes messy. So that's why, how do we solve it is using subtracting the particular row number. We give row number to each date, and we subtract that row number, and so here is how we do it. We first take rank per that number. So if we see 1 2 3 4 5 6 should be there, and then we use the date of that particular. So if you see, there is one rank, so 1 26 801 minus 1 will be there, so July 31st. Then similarly here second will be there, so again 2 minus 2 will be July 31st. Then again 3 days, if we go back to July 31st, for 6 the rank will be 4, so 6 minus 4 2, so 2nd August. For 7 minus 5 2nd August, and for 10 minus 1 2 3 4 5 6, so 10 minus 6 will be 4. So this is how it will look. So if we see here, we are first calculating row number, and after the calculation of row number, we are just multiplying that row number, the interval date 1 into that row number, and we are we are subtracting that. So 1st August minus 131. So here if we see island keys, so 3 for first group, if we consider, it is same. For second group it is same, and for third group it is same. So third group has single row, so that's why we can see 1. Now if we want to calculate this, so simply we can do username, group by username, and island key. So here if we see here, what we have done is that minimum of activity date as strict date, maximum activity date as strict end, and count of star as strict days. And as I mentioned, we have done username, island keys, group by. So if we see here, Alice has strict 3 days. Alice has in this group we have 2 days, and here 1 day. Now if we want to find the longest streak per user, if we want to find the longest streak, how we can do it is, again we will use row number here to calculate the streaks, and we can see. So till now this is the same. Here what we are doing, we are just ranking them. So here if you see, streak is 3, and Bob is having 3 as the longest. So here we are just calculating row number over partition of username and ordering by strict dates descending and strict start. So, and after that we are just simply taking the rank 1. So here if you see, so strict is 3, and Bob has longest streak, that's 3. Now let's take example second. Here what if we are not working on dates column? Here again the pattern will become same only. So if I show you the data, what we are doing here is we are doing lag, and for each group we are calculating. So what this will do is when this lag and this value of the particular row will be same, then that will be the same group, so that value it will be 0. Else if the value is different, then that will be 0. So if we consider up here, so the lags, the previous value will be null, so this will be 1 here. And coming to down, so down's value will not match with up, so again 1 will be here. Then this will match with this, so 0. This will match with this, so 0. Again here 1. So if we see here, so 1 1 0 0, then 1 1 1, because here if you see, it is changing from the previous one, here changing and here changing. So that's how first step we will be doing. Now the thing, so here the next method, I mean the next way, is we have to calculate this, right? So what we will be doing is, if we calculate this, so 1 will be there, then down down and down. So what we are doing, we will be doing cumulative sum here. Now what that means is that so if you see 1 and 1 here, so uh, so first will the group will be 1, then we need to calculate for second, so 1 plus 1 second, so second group started from here, right? So then the values will be 0 0, so again the group value will remain same. Then when the group changes, then this will be third, fourth and fifth. So this is how we can group them. Now we can simply do group by here, and we can see second group has 3, the first one has 1, and the rest of them have 1 each. As I mentioned, we can see here, so up first one has 1 event, second has 3 events, and again single events. So this is the very common interview pattern which is asked, and this is how we can do it. So when there is a date stamp and we will need to find the longest streak of the login, then we similarly we use this row number, and then just we can utilize the date operation. So uh, calculating the date differences, then uh, from I mean calculating the previous dates based on the ranking, and just group by. And if we don't have date column, if we are doing it for other examples, and there we can simply use another window function. So here I have used lag here, and but after lag I have used cumulative sum. So this is how this interview pattern